What's up everyone, Darcblade here bringing you another episode in our Uncharted 4 gun guide series, where we take a look at the weapons in the game, mostly focusing on how they work in the multiplayer. In this episode we'll take a look at the first long gun you'll unlock in the game, the Mazur LDR. The Mazur LDR is a bolt-action sniper rifle in Uncharted 4, and it can be very powerful and deadly in the right hands. It definitely needs to be used in the right encounters, and players need to have good aim to be good with it. It is the first long gun you'll unlock by simply getting downs with any other long gun. The weapon also costs 5 loadout points. It is a powerful bolt-action sniper rifle, and when aiming you will instantly scope in. You can scope in even further by pressing R3 with the default control setup. As a result, it is best used for medium to long range encounters. The Mazur LDR has high damage and can be devastating if you land headshots. A headshot will down a foe with a single hit. Failing this though, it will still only take 2 body shots to bring an opponent down. However, this can be difficult at close range encounters as the rate of fire is very slow. The blind fire accuracy is poor, and aiming with the scope at close range normally puts you at a disadvantage. The Mazur has medium recoil, but due to its poor rate of fire you normally have time to readjust your aim before you can fire again. Finally, the weapon comes with a high accuracy rating. The Mazur LDR can be modified in various ways. These include starting ammo, which increases the amount of starting ammunition a player has in reserves when spawning. Taking this though will increase your loadout point cost by 1. Next is scoped in radar, that allows the radar to remain on screen when scoped in with the weapon. This can help with your situational awareness, or if you spend a lot of time aiming down the scope. However, taking this will increase the loadout point cost by 1. Next is scope sway, which reduces the natural sway while scoped in. Taking this will add 1 loadout point cost to the weapon though. Next is reload speed, which increases how quickly you can reload the weapon. This though will add 2 loadout points to the weapon's cost. Next is silencer, which means that players will no longer show up on radar when firing the weapon. However, taking this will increase the loadout point cost by 4. Next is recoil. This reduces the kickback from the weapon, meaning that your aiming reticle will be easier to manage when firing. However, choosing this will increase the weapon's loadout point cost by 3. Next is clip capacity, which increases the ammo that can be fired from the weapon before needing to reload it. However, taking this will increase the weapon's loadout point cost by 2. And finally is scoping speed, which increases the speed you scope in when aiming. This can be very useful, but it will increase the loadout point cost by 4. For me personally, I would go for silencer or scoping speed. This depends on your gameplay style though. I find silencer works well in hiding your firing position, so you are less likely to be snuck up from behind while scoped in. While scoping speed really helps when you have to move and snipe. Uncharted 4 is a fast game, and movement is important to be successful, making this mod quite useful. Of course there are hero weapons. These are pre-made weapons that come with 2 modifications attached to them. However, going for one of these weapons normally can cost 10 loadout points or more, so make sure when using one of these weapons that it has 2 mods that you really want on it. The pros for the Mazur LDR is that the weapon is for snipers. In long range encounters it always has an advantage over most of the other weapons in the game, and if you're able to get into positions where the enemy fail to notice you, then you can wreak havoc. Being able to down foes with 2 body shots or 1 headshot makes this weapon a threat when in the right hands. Bringing the sniper sidekick along with you will also make you more of a long range threat, as you'll have a second pair of eyes and a second gun with you. However, the weapon does have cons. It performs poorly at close ranges, normally losing out to fully automatic weapons and even semi-automatic weapons. This is because you cannot spray the bullets from the Mazur LDR. On top of that, it has a very poor blind fire and is hard to aim in close ranges, especially when there are fast moving targets up close to you. Whilst not impossible to fight at close ranges, it puts you at a very big disadvantage. The Maza LDR resembles an M40 sniper rifle in real life, although the Maza name is actually Polish. While there is no official word what the Maza LDR is based off of, the look of the rifle and the way it functions is similar to the M40. So anyway, let's recap the benefits of using the Maza LDR. Firstly, it's a very high damage weapon. Secondly, it functions exceedingly well at long ranges. And finally, can be scoped in for even more accuracy. But on the cons, you need to be accurate with the weapon to be good, and is very poor in close range encounters. Overall, the Maza LDR is a weapon that performs well depending on how well you can aim, make use of the terrain, and have good situational awareness. If you can manage the scope-in style of gameplay and keep tabs on fast-moving targets and still manage to pull off hit markers, then you will become a danger on the battlefield. However, because Uncharted 4 is a fast game, this can be tricky for most players. This normally means that at any other distance apart from long range or head-on fights, the Maza LDR will normally lose out to other weapons. With this in mind, try to get the drop on your foes by having teammates distract them or get behind the enemy team. Also remember that when you have killed a foe, they will know your sniper point when respawning, so consider relocating to another area after getting a kill. Also, when encountering a foe using their Maza LDR, use the environment to flank them, and never engage them in long range unless you too have a Maza LDR yourself. Scoping in is fine for long range fights, but always consider bringing a short range pistol for when the Maza LDR will not work. And that is why the Maza LDR gets a 5 out of 10. This is a middle of the road rating, as average players will get little use out of the weapon, and other weapons will outperform it. However, in the right hands, this weapon can still be devastating. Anyway, I've been Darcblade, bringing my Uncharted 4 gun guide to the Maza LDR. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.